let's shift into retirement and how that season of life is going to look different and how you budget. So, a few months ago, I made the bold decision to switch all of my retirement accounts to show that I'm going to retire at 62 rather than 67, which shifted kind of pushed everything up a little bit. Everything looks a little bit more aggressive now because I just took 5 years off of that. But, I want to travel. I want to do the things. I don't want to work the rest of my life, So at 62, I feel like go to Europe. Let's do it. But think about thinking that shift of life. How do I start planning for retirement? What does that look like?
So I think you have to change your mindset a little bit and think less about growth and more about stability and safety, and really look at where you are today. Also look at when will you start getting Social Security, right? Because it's different, if you were born in 57 or before, I think you get it earlier than now. So you have to look at all those things and kind of see, okay, how much am I going to need to live to retire? Am I going to want to travel, right? We still want to have fun. We want to have a lot of fun after once we retire.
We work hard, but we play harder.
Right.
Okay.
So, I think it's really important to assess where you are and then assess your needs going forward. You need to take into account healthcare, because I think healthcare is something that will play a big factor in retirement as well. So you want to look at that. Tax implications, when you start taking funds out of your 401k, that's going to have a big impact. So there's probably a tax professional involved in there somewhere. I think it's great that, you moved it up 5 years. It's exciting. But I think there's a lot to plan for, and really look at those numbers and assess, okay, this is how much I'm going to be getting every month versus where I am now. And can I live off of that, or do I need to change my strategy?
Well, it's probably a situation at some point you need to think through downsizing debt, because, can you live off of this? Well, I can if I have this mortgage and this car payment and this, that, tuition, hopefully for our kids will be over by then, and we won't still be, funding their lives, which probably makes a difference as well.
Right, but definitely paying down debt becomes a higher priority.
Absolutely.
Certainly high interest debt that you might have.